Welcome you all in AEW classroom, and today we'll be discussing about the mantra to score high. Mantra word, can you understand? Mantra, when you're using the word mantra, that means you need to repeat it again and again, and you need to believe those things. Believe those points which are being said by the person. That's why the mantra word is being used. It's not that you just hear what I'm saying in the video and just sun liya aapne and you never followed and you just said that I didn't score very high even though I heard. But you, after hearing, you need to follow the points, that too sincerely. If you are doing so, obviously you will be attaining a high score. The first thing which I want to say is that the first point which is foremost and very important, that is where to study. Where to study? Think and say, a place where the things are silent, where you have an atmosphere where you can concentrate, where no one is there to disturb you. Imagine you are there, you are just studying, and a loud music is being played in front of you or just beside your ears, and a lot of people are gossiping, laughing. Will you be able to concentrate there? No. Simply, if I am making a video here as if the children are running here and there, making a lot of sound, a lot of noise, will I be able to tell you all what I want to convey? No. So a place which is silent, not lonely but silent, where you can concentrate, and rather where you are present with your books and with your necessary items, that place is required. It can be a small room in your own house, or it can be a corner of your house, or it can be some other place where you feel like that it's having a silent atmosphere, a peaceful atmosphere. Secondly is when to study. This was where to study. Now there comes when to study. When to study, I will generally say, if you ask me, the best time to study is the early morning. After having a sleep of 7 to 8 hours, your mind is generally fresh, and at the fresh mind you can understand, you can take a lot of things inside. ठीक है ना? वही चीज़ आप इवनिंग में अगर पढ़ते हैं, कॉन्सेंट्रेट करके पढ़ना चाह रहे हैं, तो पूरा दिन का जो जाता है थॉट्स, वो सारे आपके माइंड में वैसे ही भरे हुए हैं. The mind is already jammed. After that you are inducing more. Where it will be going? It has no space to take more. So it's already preferred, rather it's generally said by scientifically proved that if it's better to study in the early morning when your mood is totally fresh, memorizing capacity increases. But at the same time I will say that there are many students who have done very well by studying at night. That is also there. So it's better you analyze your own self and decide which one is better, studying in the early morning or at night. Third is making notes. Now this point is very important because I believe this, and I always make my own notes, and after studying from a textbook or after studying the whole concept, I write it in my own words, and then I deliver it to my students, and those who study in EAW, they know it very well. So the thing is, why I do this, because after when a person writes in his or her own words, the thing becomes very simple. Yes, so I will rather give the suggestion to you all that you all better take the notes from the teachers. If it's easy, memorize. If you cannot memorize the teacher's notes, read the notes. Take the important points from there. Again, read the textbook and jot out some important points, compile them together, and then make your own notes. That is the best way. You will always remember those points because it is made by you. Okay? Next is solving 10 years question paper. Why this thing is important? Why? What is the reason? Why is 10 years? So many times, I have said in my videos also, many times, many teachers also say, solve the 10 years question paper. Why it is important? Why you will get common? ऐसा क्या है? The thing is, remember, syllabus can change, curriculum can change, teachers can change, mode of giving marks can change, marking scheme can change, syllabus can change. Yes. But the important points, important topics of a particular chapter can never change. If if I give an example, if I try to explain, if we consider the chapter reproduction in living organisms of class 10, or if we consider, you know, the regulation mechanism of genes in class 12, these are the chapters if we consider. Then if we consider the reproduction chapter, the first example if I am taking here, spermatogenesis, oogenesis, process of menstruation, these topics will always be important whether you belong to an ICSE board or CBSE board or West Bengal board. So important points or important parts of a particular chapters always remain the same. ठीक है, चाहे वो कुछ भी बदल जाए, ये चीज़ हमेशा सेम रहती है. इसीलिए कहा जाता है आप लोगों को कि आप 10 ईयर्स क्वेश्चन पेपर सॉल्व करेंगे तो एटलीस्ट क्या है, आप लोग काफ़ी चीज़ें कॉमन मिल जाएंगे. यू मे नॉट बी गेटिंग द सेम क्वेश्चन, लेट मी टेल यू, बट येस द आंसर मे बी द सेम. Questions can be constructed in several ways, you also know, but the answer will be ultimately same. Next comes marking, using a marker or a highlighter in your textbook. What is the significance of this? See, something which is colorful attracts. Yes, as many students of mine know, I always color my diagrams. That gives an impression, that gives a way of learning or memorizing much more faster than a simple plain diagram without a color. Because color attracts, some way or the other color attracts. Colorful चीज़ें आपको जल्दी याद होती हैं, जल्दी आपके माइंड में बैठ जाता है. So that is the thing, but highlighting the thing here, I mean to say something else here. Suppose you are entering in the examination hall and you are having a big textbook and you need to just check it out. You are having just 5 to 6 minutes time to see. हाँ कि क्या इंपॉर्टेंट, आपको पता भी है क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट अब आप जब खोज रहे हैं तो आपको कहीं नहीं मिल रहा. यू आर नॉट जस्ट गेटिंग एनी वेयर, बट इफ़ इट इज़ मार्क्ड विथ अ हाईलाइटर, इट्स वेरी इजी टू गेट. येस और नो, आपको तुरंत पता चल जाएगा वो मैंने इसे हाईलाइट किया था, मैंने इसे मुझे ध्यान से 2-3 बार और देख लेना है बिफोर आई एंटर इन द एग्जामिनेशन हॉल. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज़ सेड दैट यूजिंग अ हाईलाइटर इन सर्टन पॉइंट्स, सर्टन पार्ट्स ऑफ अ टेक्स्ट बुक इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. If you consider those parts to be important, obviously highlight those things. That will be helpful at the D-Day when you are entering in the examination hall. Next is a balanced diet. This is also very, very important. Now you will ask me, ma'am, how balanced diet is related to study? How can this be related? Yes, it is very, very much related. Because if you are having a balanced diet, a carbohydrate based food items, so obviously your energy level will be very high, and if energy level is high, obviously the memorizing power, your giving your 100% to your job or to your work will be done. At the same time, if you are having junk food, you are skipping your meals, you are not hydrating your body properly, then what will happen? You will have a lethargic attitude. Lethargic attitude will ultimately make you more stubborn, and you will just lie on the bed. You will not be liking to do anything. You will not be liking to study. You will, even if you try also, the nothing will be going inside your head, and that obviously then that will create that will make you a loser. Yes, so balanced diet in your case, whether in teenagers or in the students in their 20s, is very, very important. Next comes, that is also a very important thing. Sometimes the topics which we don't like, yes, generally what we do, we try to avoid. तो कैसे अवॉइडिंग मेथड कैसा होता है हम लोग का, देखिए. कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि इस सब्जेक्ट को पढ़ने के लिए बहुत कुछ चाहिए, टॉपिक में तो ये चीज़ें लगेंगी, पर अभी तो ये है नहीं, कल मॉर्निंग में ये सब चीज़ें को अरेंज करके तब इस टॉपिक पे ध्यान देंगे. अभी ये मटेरियल नहीं है, वो मटेरियल नहीं है, कैसे पढ़ेंगे यार. कल मॉर्निंग में इस सब चीज़ को कलेक्ट करके फिर से पढ़ेंगे, तब शुरू करेंगे. कुछ का कहना होता है कि भाई काफ़ी रात हो गया, अभी अब पढ़ के भी कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है, मूड बिल्कुल जैम है, दिमाग बिल्कुल जैम है, अभी ये टॉपिक अगर पढ़ने भी जाएंगे तो कुछ भी हमारे अंदर जाएगा नहीं, तो छोड़ देते हैं, कल पढ़ेंगे मॉर्निंग में. ये क्या कर रहे हैं हम? वी आर जस्ट अवॉइडिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक, एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ अवॉइडिंग विल lead us to such a situation where we will be standing in a very, very difficult position where we will not be able to follow anything at the end. एट द एंड में जब आपको वो किताब पढ़नी होगी, इस तरह से अवॉइड करते करते अगर आपका पूरा साल निकल गया, तो एक समय आएगा जब आपको वो किताब खोलने पे लगेगा कि आपने क्या खोल दिया है. ऐसा लगेगा कि आपने जर्मन स्पेनिश की किताब खोल दी है, जिससे आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा. सो दैट इज़ द थिंग. सो अवॉइडिंग द सब्जेक्ट्स विच यू आर नॉट लाइकिंग इज़ ऑब्वियस. That is very much obvious, but दिस थिंग शुड बी अवॉइडेड. यू कैन नॉट, आपको कम से कम उसमें एवरेज मार्क्स तो लाने ही होंगे, क्योंकि आपका मेन फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट्स तो होगा उसमें, तो चलिए आपको हाई स्कोर करना है, दैट्स इज ओके, यू विल बी डूइंग इट बिकॉज यू लव द सब्जेक्ट, बट एटलीस्ट द सब्जेक्ट्स विच यू आर नॉट लाइकिंग, यू नीड टू गेट अ एवरेज मार्क्स so that at least overall percentage comes to a very good level. That is also very important. One more thing is there which I will say, I think so it will be helpful, that when at night, just give 5 to 6 minutes to yourself in a sense, I mean to say कि मतलब just write down the important things which you are going to do next day. ठीक है, होता है ना कभी कभी कि नेक्स्ट डे अगर मन में सोचते हैं आप कि अगले दिन तो ये चीज़ें करेंगे, तो वो आपको शायद याद भी नहीं रहती, काफ़ी चीज़ें उसमें माइंड से निकल जाती है, क्योंकि नेक्स्ट डे क्या होता है, बहुत चीज़ें आ जाती है, यू फॉरगेट व्हाट आर यू एक्चुअली गोइंग टू डू और व्हाट यू हैव डिसाइडेड टू डू. सो इट्स बेटर this previous night, while before going to sleep, just write down, कितना मिनट लगेगा, 2 to 3 minutes hardly, jot down what are the things you are going to do next day, that too according to the priority. जो सबसे important है वो number 1 पे, then comes number 2, then number 3. इस तरह से priority wise जो आपको पहले करना है उसके बाद वाले करना है, ऐसे करके आप लिस्ट बना लीजिए. तो इससे होगा क्या, अगले दिन आप अगर उसको स्ट्रिक्टली फॉलो करते हैं, ये तो आपको करना पड़ेगा, स्ट्रिक्टली अगर फॉलो करना शुरू कर देते हैं तो स्लोली the life will be in a disciplined order. The life will come into a disciplined order, and rather you will start following a punctual sort of routine, or you will start becoming punctual if you follow this type of things. Not only just once you are writing, if you are not following, then it's of no use. I have told earlier also, agar this is mantra, I am saying these things are mantra. Why? Because you need to follow this. Yes. And one more thing, at last I want to say, there are many students who love a soothing classical music. There are experiments also done on this, and it has been observed that many students, if soft music, pleasant music, classical based music, if it's played somewhere in the room, and if the student is studying, that sometimes gives a pleasant mood and rather helps us assist the students to better understand a particular topic. Yes. And I've heard many students that they do maths by playing a very soft music, and obviously in a low volume, not like a jazz music or loud sound music, not like that, but a soft music being played somewhere in the room very softly, that can give a very, very positive effect. It seems to be surprising, but yes, it gives much positive effect to many of the students. So just apply these things. Yes, apply in your life and just check it out whether you are benefited or not. After all, whatever needs to be done need to be done by you all only. We can only suggest you all. Our days have gone. It's your turn now. You all need to do. और आप लोगों को करना है, हम क्या करेंगे? We will only provide you with mantras. Following the mantras is your duty. Yes. So best of luck to all of you. Thank you so much.